And welcome back. Our next guest is the CEO and founder of We Eat Here. We Eat Here. They changed it up because, it was something else before that. But he said, you know what, let's change it up a little bit because this seems like more like it. We eat here, we eat in Harlem, we eat in the Bronx, we eat in Queens. And we got the New York City Night Market Series. He's going to talk about it. He joins us to highlight the impact of the New York City Night Market Series on helping restaurants and local entrepreneurs grow and talk about this upcoming events that you don't want to miss. So please welcome Marco Shalma is in the house. Marco, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me. Good to see you guys again.
The Mad Hat is in the house. Look at all those hats back there, man.
Everybody got a vice. That be mine.
There you go. And on the other side is the sneakers, right?
That's in the bedroom. Yes.
There you go. So listen, you've been moving around a lot,
Yeah.
and you've been with us for so long now. You're definitely no stranger to the show, and you've been creating these places, extraordinary places in a lot of the boroughs, and the night market series is like everybody's talking about it now. What are you doing with it now?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you again. You guys been accompanying our, success and the process since day one. 2017. That's the first
I
time that
remember
we
the
were
first
on.
time you came on. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while. It's almost a
yeah,
decade.
yeah.
And throughout this time, we did a lot of trial and error. We built the Bronx night market. We learned how to do that. We built some other night markets around the city, like the Uptown Night Market in Harlem, the Brooklyn Night Market in Long Island, Staten Island, vegan, Latin, all of those great initiatives. And under the original company name, there was Mass Hospitality. And what happened is, we learned so much about what we were doing and also the pressure point and the pain point in the city that we
Hmm.
decided to kind of make some moves towards like something that's going to be the new iteration of what we're doing, the evolution of everything that we've done. And that's We Eat Here. That's like the
Yeah.
ecosystem that we're trying to build that is an organization that has like events, it has media, it has intelligence reports, all of that to support small businesses, to support like what New York food really means to New Yorkers, and really to highlight the actual neighborhood. There's a gap over there in the market where food media is mostly caters to tourists, not to locals. And we understood that, and we said, you know what? We do events for locals. We are very hyper local. We want to create some sort of content base as well that kind of puts it all together.
Yeah.
Hence, We Eat Here. And like you mentioned, Bronx Eats Here is coming back. It's the Bronx night markets on steroid. It's Harlem Eats Here. We have a series in Harlem, and slowly we want to grow that and really focus on local food, local entrepreneurs, local community, local partners that coming together and do that. So
Yeah.
this is the new iteration of everything we're doing, and God, I can't be more excited for that.
Yeah, tell us about the night markets, New York City, the latest business expansion ventures.
Okay,
New York
so
eats. I mean, and the other thing is that you just came from Spain, right? What have you learned by going abroad and coming back and bringing it back to the hood?
But first of all, I learned that I love being in New York. So it is crazy like this. I always say, and I travel quite. I'm lucky enough to be, and blessed to have the ability to travel
Yeah.
every year in the off season. And what I learn every time is that when I go to Spain, they have the best Spanish food. When I go to France, they have the best French food, and so on. Thailand, the best Thai food.
Yeah.
But when you come to New York, we have some of the best food from every country in
Yes.
the world in one place. This is a city of 150 different nationalities that we have, and a market that is so great that you have a lot of like the top chef from the if every world. So outside of Spain, if you want the best Spanish food, New York City. Outside of Thailand, if you want the best Thai food, New York City. If you want the French food, New York City. And that's really what makes this city so great. And this is part of everything that we're doing. So I went to Spain. I ate a lot of good food. I had I've I got a good perspective. I rested a little bit. I got good perspective on life and what I want to do. And we back out here and launching a bunch of stuff. The first one being the Bronx Night Market in its new rendition. which is instead of like being in Fordham Plaza, which it used to be for 7, 8 years, we are now doing it as a giant biannual festival. One in the fall, one in the spring, and one in the fall, and we're moving it next to Yankee Stadium at Grand Concourse. That festival, and we're going to send a bunch of publication, and you can check more on BronxNightMarket.com. It is going to be the largest Bronx night market that we've done to date, and it's going to be on Grand Concourse and 161st, right by the courthouse,
All
right by
right.
Yankee Stadium. And it's going to be twice a year, allowing us to do it bigger, better, more Bronx, and under the name of Bronx Night Markets, the Bronx Eats Here.
Yeah. And when does that start again?
The spring event is on, this is fresh off the press right now. This is May 9th. That's Saturday, May 9th is the first event that we have as the Bronx Night Market at Grand Concourse. And that will be the largest celebration that we've done to date when it comes to food, culture, music, fun in the Bronx. And
Yeah.
then the second one will be the end of the year, which is October 10th. And that will be again Saturday, October 10th, and I'm going to be at the same location. So, what used to be
Yeah.
7, 8 events throughout the summer is now it's condensed into a biannual series. It's going to be bigger, better, more food, more entertainment, more fun, and really just more Bronx style. And this is kind of that's the whole point of everything that we're trying to do is to kind of push it together, bring great collaboration, great partnership, and really celebrate locality. And that's what We Eat Here is all about.
Yeah. That's great. And May 9th, that's around Mother's Day. So mothers,
Yeah.
get ready. Come on out, and there's going to be lots of entertainment, good food, good drink.
Oh man, it's gonna be great. And it's central location. We always have like the park is right behind us as a just the scenery behind it. It just feels great. I start praying already for good weather. And I'm sure we're gonna be good. But this is gonna be this is gonna be something that we're really proud of. This is like basically taking everything that we've done for the past 7, 8, 9 years and distilling it into the core of what people are interested in and what really works and what really celebrates the Bronx in the best way.
So you got a chance to go away and sit back and just take a look at the picture from the outside looking in, as opposed
exactly
to
it.
being on the inside trying to figure out what's going on around you. Sometimes that can be kind of difficult, but when you go on the outside looking in, you can add things to it. What are some of the things that you saw that you can help make you enhance the night market?
I love that question. It's kind of like one of those. We all know, we all learned that you can learn from anybody. From a baby, you can learn something, and you got to keep your mind open to kind of exploring that. And I try to do that all the time. We listen religiously to our community, to our politicians, to our leaders, to the kids in the schools, to the customers that come over. But then you go outside and you see what people are doing in different places. So when I went to Spain, for instance, this time, I saw a different kind of way of doing things, like a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more enjoyable. Sometimes we live in the rat race of New York City and it's kind of wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and then you get to somewhere like Spain where they really just take their time. Work starts at 10, siesta from like 2 o'clock till 4:30. You come back to work, dinner at 10:30 at night, which was very difficult on me like that. But the idea is like really what I'm taking from there is slow it down. People need connection. People need to kind of have like some sort of like a good routine that they can communicate with other people. And I think this is some of the elements that we're going to create right now. It's more about like, hey, retention. Let's keep people coming in. When you come to the Bronx Night Market on May 9th, I want you to come and spend like 4 hours because you're going to have different food and different experiences and different activities. Not just like I'm gonna come over there, walk past, get the food I need, and go home. I want you to stick around, sit down, enjoy different activities, enjoy different attraction, have a conversation. See this music, the first stage, see the music on the second stage. And I want you to kind of enjoy that. So that's kind of really the focus that we bring into this year is like, hey, let's slow things down a little bit. Social media has gotten all of us going a little bit too hype mode, and I think we are craving that connection, that slowing down, that really just kind of being grounded.
You feel it? You feel that?
Oh, I feel that.
It's like,
I
hey.
wanted to say, we have the media brand, which has like publication. We write articles and different kind of
Yeah.
pieces and whatnot. We published today a piece that basically talks about the fact that, similar to what we just said, it's about how we might be the last generation that cooks with our mothers in the kitchen and learn how to cook, and it's just kind of like a nostalgic piece that I wrote about, like about the idea about, I cook with my mom, but my kids don't do that no more because it's all so fast that they got to grab and go and whatnot. And I think, like, I got, or this morning already, I got over 30 different text messages and emails saying to me how much that piece touched them. Somebody even says like the thing, it almost made me cry. And I think this is exactly what it is. Like,
Yeah.
people craving that connection, that slowdown, that real kind of sense of family and community. And that's what we want to do.
Yeah, perhaps we can get some of that back. Get the real social media back. The real
Got it.
social media, interacting with one another, looking people in the eyes, shaking hands, kissing babies, instead of just throwing something in the microwave and say, we'll get it done like that real quick. Let's go.
Exactly.
So,
I said that about a couple, like 4 or 5 years ago. Somebody was talking to me about social media, and I said to them jokingly, I said, I think I'm doing social media wrong because all I do is go and look at what I posted. It's not really social because I'm just looking at what I did. And that's kind of like when it started triggering me, like the idea, okay, well, this is like really taking connections away from us. Let's bring it back. So this year, 2026, is all about connection, all about community, all about really understanding the grounds of like what's important for New Yorkers and doing the best we can to kind of deliver.
this is how we eat here. We eat here.
Yo,
Marco Shalma, CEO. Thank you, my brother.
I
Social
appreciate it.
media, website, give it to me.
Bronx Night Market, still Bronx Night Market at Bronx Night Market or BronxNightMarket.com. New York Eats Here, just as spelled like that. It's on the website.com or Instagram or TikTok. And We Eat Here is the mother company, the ecosystem, spelled the way it is, also on social media, also on websites. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for having
Thank you.
me here again.
Marco, thank you. We appreciate you, man. And I promise, we keep saying this, but we're always like busy and stuff like that. But we're gonna come down and eat up all of your food, man.
Come over May 9th. We'll walk around and we'll eat some good food and we'll play some games and we'll listen to some good music, man.
You got it. That's a bet. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Marco, thank you. Marco Shalma, CEO, Mask Hospitality. WeEatHere.com. I don't know if he has that .com yet, but let's say that. It's all going to connect. We'll take a quick break. I've got more. It's all coming your way next right here on Open.